Welcome to Chapter 8. We are halfway through the course, and this is the time in the course where people often will want to quit. This chapter is on strength, and what we need to do is to recognize that we have already developed quite a bit of strength. We have developed our muscles, whether we knew it or not, by doing the morning pages, by being in a routine. We are strong. So sometimes people will think at this point in the course, I'm just not strong enough. I just want to go back to the way things used to be. But if you try to go back, you'll find that you really can't, because you have already developed these muscles. You are stronger than you were artistically. And a big part of that is from the routine, from just daily, hopefully doing these morning pages. We have changed. We're strong. Um, and also, by this point, we may have noticed some creative loss. We talked about this in other chapters. So something that you've done hasn't given you the attention or the accolades or whatever that you hoped. So maybe you have some type of negative review, or maybe you applied for a juried show and you weren't accepted. But we talked about this, like I said, the difference between real criticism that we find helpful and we move on and we're kind of excited about because we can see it, but then there's this negative criticism that we need to deal with. So we can deal with it by kind of making fun of whoever was criticizing, like really consider the source and maybe take some time to write them something kind of snarky and funny. That's truly a real way to deal with it. Another way of dealing with it is to take the criticism that is is pointed at you and say, but this is who I am, this is what I like. So let's say I made a whale tail, and people were like, those are stupid, like, the color's wrong, and why did you make them out of leather? So my response, when I know the criticism doesn't fit my work, might be to make even more whale tails, and maybe to make them bigger, and maybe to make them out of thicker leather, like some way just to come back at it from what I was attacked with, because I know that it's good. So those are just some ways to deal with your creative loss and to be resilient. When the criticism is true, like I said, you'll be like, oh, okay, aha, yes, this is something I do need to work on. But this chapter is on strength, and we'll go a little bit deeper on these lines.